Welcome to BizRoanoke. Today we are talking about research in Roanoke, and we have with us Dr. Michael Friedlander, who is the Executive Director of the Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute and also Vice President of Health and Technology at Virginia Tech. Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you, Lisa?
Fine. Thank you so much for being with us today. We want to talk about the Research Institute, and so talk to us about what takes place here at the Research Institute.
We do biomedical and health sciences related research in a variety of areas. Our major areas of focus are research on diseases that affect the brain, central nervous system, things that affect the cardiovascular system or the heart, cancer-related research, and research in infectious diseases as well.
And when did the Research Institute open? And since it's opened, how has it grown?
It opened in the summer of 2010, so we're about 6.5 years old now, and there's been a tremendous growth. We started with about 6 employees, myself and a few dear friends, other pioneers that began it, and we're now up to about 300 to 315 employees and students working in the Institute. The Institute also relies heavily on competing for grant funding to support the research, and we're up to approximately about a $70 to $75 million research grant portfolio at the moment, starting from zero.
Very impressive, thank you. Talk to us a little bit about bioscience and health science clustering. Why is that important to our economy here in the city of Roanoke?
So much is happening, not only here in Roanoke, but nationwide and worldwide in the biosciences. We had the golden era of mathematics and physics and chemistry, and we're now in the golden era of the life sciences or biological sciences. So this is an opportunity to not only make strides and make contributions to help the general health of the public, but also to invent, develop, commercialize, and move things into the public sector. So it's a really rich opportunity to make important strides and not only help people in terms of their lives and the quality of life, but also add to the economic vitality of the region as well.
And with that, I know that some companies have opened up as a result of labs here at VTCRI. Talk to us about that a little bit.
Several of the investigators who work here at the Institute had previously developed companies before they came here, and several have developed new companies after they've come to the region. So there are a variety of them working on new cures for cancer, new therapeutics. A recent one that came out of a group here is working on a new way to target stem cells, which are the cells that you really need to go after in cancer, because after you take out the tumor itself, you often have these other cells that could come back again. And so one of our groups developed a company around that. Another group just spun off a company that looks at neurodegenerative diseases, things that affect the brain and the nervous system as we age. So we have several companies that are developing. They're young and it's early days, but they're employing people and they're bringing a lot of emphasis and focus on the area that bridges from academia to industry.
Well, we're very excited about that, and that's, you know, it's so good for everyone. It makes incredible impact on people's lives. Talk to us about the opportunities for the public to learn more about what is happening here at VTCRI.
Well, there are many ways the public can find out about what's happening here. Of course, first and foremost is to go to the website, which is research.vtc.vt. You can Google that, and it will take you to the website for the Institute. And on the website, it describes upcoming activities. There are stories about the research going on, the publications of the investigators, items that are in the news, but also we announce upcoming lectures and public series we have to bring people in to learn more about the type of research not only going on here at the Institute, but going on worldwide as well. So we encourage the public to be involved. We love having people from the community visit and hear the speakers that we bring in on a regular basis.
And it's a wonderful opportunity for individuals to learn about what is happening here, and I love that piece of it. Just quickly talk about the future of the Research Institute.
Well, we're very excited about the future. We're just about filled up in this building now. We're in the final phases of recruiting a few more folks to fill up the building, but we're looking forward to a next new building that'll be developed starting probably next fall and finished about 2 years after that, that allow for basically a doubling of the research enterprise here in Roanoke. So we're really excited in terms of what's been accomplished, the people that have come here, but there's a whole new wave to come, so let's keep moving on.
And I'm very excited about that. Quickly, give us that website address again, should individuals be interested in learning more?
Sure, you just Google research.vtc.vt, and that'll take you right to the link for the website.
Thank you so much for being with us today, and we look forward to hearing more to come.
Great, you're welcome, thank you.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back. We are with Dr. Audra Van Mort. Audra is the Assistant Vice President of Health Sciences Education here at the Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute. Hi, Audra.
Hi, Lisa.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
You arrived in Roanoke in 2012 from Boston, Massachusetts, and tell us a little bit about what brought you here and what your role is here.
Right, so I came to Roanoke to help develop the education and training environment on the Health Sciences and Technology campus in Roanoke. And that includes things like working with Dr. Friedlander to develop a new biomedical PhD program called Translational Biology, Medicine, and Health. We also secured a grant from the NIH. It's a $2 million grant to help develop professional development activities for graduate students and postdoctoral fellows.
Well, talk to us about the program, the Translational Biology and Health program.
Okay, so the Translational Biology, Medicine, and Health program, it's a mouthful, TBMH, I will say.
Yes.
So this program trains students to become biomedical researchers, so they'll earn their PhD, although we also have a master's program in development on the same subject. So these trainees, they'll earn their PhD so they can go on to do biomedical research. So they're interested in understanding the mechanisms that are underlying diseases. They're interested in discovering cures and treatments and diagnostics. And some of our students actually go out into the healthcare system to understand why certain interventions are or are not effective. So they do a variety of different types of research.
What is the background of some of these students that are in the program?
So the students come from a variety of different backgrounds. A lot of them have pre-med backgrounds, so they've taken a lot of biology and chemistry. But we have students from statistics, economics, biomedical engineering, people who have gone out and worked as nurses and then come back for their PhD to continue on and do research. I should also point out that this program is interdisciplinary. So, so a lot of people are a little bit confused about what that means.
Yeah,
so
talk
we
to us
had
about that.
faculty from all across Virginia Tech, many colleges, many departments that came together to develop a curriculum that really spanned the boundaries between disciplines. So folks from biomedical engineering, from psychology, neuroscience. So they really developed this unique curriculum so that the students can really be trained to work at the interface between different disciplines.
Lovely, that's wonderful. Talk to us about when the program began, and currently there are how many students in the program?
So the program began in 2014. Of course, there was a lot of preparation that went into putting the program together, getting it accredited before the students arrived. We now have 54 students, and they're about evenly split. About half of them are training in research labs in Blacksburg, and about half of them are training in research labs in Roanoke. And so we hope, as we take new students, we continue to see that distribution across Virginia Tech.
A little off script, where are these students from?
Oh, they're from all over the country, of course, well, all over the world, I should say. So we have students from out in California, a lot from the Northeast and from the region. We have quite a few double Hokies who loved this area so much they wanted to stay here for their graduate education. And we also have students from Asia, Europe, et cetera.
Wonderful. So if individuals want to learn more about the program, how can they find out more?
A great place to learn more about the program is to visit our website. So that's www.tbmh.vt.edu. They can learn about the program, about our focus areas. So we have students specializing in neuroscience, cancer, infectious disease. So there's a lot to read up on, and then they can contact the program staff if they're interested in applying.
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're with Sharon Landisman-Ramey, Distinguished Research Scholar at the Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you, Lisa. It's an honor to be here.
It's nice to have you with us today. You and your husband, Craig, were some of the first researchers to come to the Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute back in 2011. Talk to us about where you came from and your role here at the Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute.
We came from Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., where we've been for a decade. And we came here because to us this was the most exciting research opportunity in the whole country. The new medical school and Michael Freelander's vision for this research institute was unprecedented and undeniable for us.
Right. Talk to us a little bit about your research team and the work that you all are doing to help children with disabilities.
Well, we have established a very unique neuromotor research clinic here that treats children with cerebral palsy, children who've had stroke, children who have hemiparesis, where half of the body is not under good voluntary control. Some children have virtually no movement. And we have invented a new treatment and now are expanding that. And it's a high dosage treatment. We for a short while, a month, cast the child's functional side. And we work very intensively to shape and drive up new behaviors on the whole side of the body that previously was almost paralyzed. We look at changes in the brain, and we do this with babies, and we do it with toddlers, and we do it with school-age children, really from all over the world.
Wow, that's wonderful work that you're doing here. And you have a team here that you work with, right?
We have recruited new to Roanoke, a phenomenal team of highly accomplished therapists who know these new techniques and are helping lead this research, where we're doing research with colleagues in many cities throughout the United States, as well as our home base here in Roanoke.
Great. And talk to us a little bit about the reasons why Roanoke is such a great place to do this research.
Well, Roanoke is great because the citizens of Roanoke have welcomed us. And Virginia Tech and Carilion Clinic have created a place where we have as much freedom as I've ever known. And I've been at a lot of great universities before. But the willingness to do something, to walk down the hall and talk to a colleague who's studying a rare genetic disorder and said, maybe your treatment could help children. Or we go to the people doing imaging and they say, let's find a way to look at the baby's brains that's not invasive, that's safe, to discover how the brain is being reshaped by your amazing treatment. That's what brought us here.
I know you and your husband, Craig, were recently appointed Chief Science Officers for Human Development for the City of Roanoke. Talk to us about that role and also the great work that you all are doing with the Star City Reads program.
Well, the amazing opportunity to be Chief Science Officers is a chance for us to take what we've learned and make it really practical, put it in the hands of everybody. Teachers, healthcare providers, parents, even children themselves. So our goal is to take knowledge and put it into the community and to help Roanoke be absolutely a premier place to live, where what's going on in this amazing research institute is benefiting citizens who live here. And then Star City Reads, for which we've won already an All-America City Award, and we're competing again.
I know, I'm so excited about that.
Is built on scientific evidence about how children learn to read, how they fall in love with reading, and what helps them be successful as students. And a successful student today is a successful human being for the rest of their lives.
Sharon, thank you for your time. Can you give our viewers information on how they may get in touch with you should they want additional information?
Well, I hope they'll come to our Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute website, and I hope they'll contact me directly, a student, a parent, anyone who wants to know more about what we're doing at slramey@vt.edu.
And a phone number?
A phone number, yes, 540-526-2033, and you'll be in touch with our Laboratory of Human Development.
Sharon, thank you very much, and we will look forward to hearing about more great things you are doing soon.
And thank you for what you do for Roanoke.
Absolutely. And we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us today. If you'd like to learn more about research in Roanoke, please give me a call. My name is Lisa Soltis. My telephone number is 540-853-1694, or you may reach me by email at lisa.soltis@roanokeva.gov. Thank you.